A very good evening, everyone. Hope you all can hear me and see me. Mama Painada, Ahenada, give me a yes or a no, someone, please. Hello, Lamai. Okay, great. So I hope you all are doing well and fine. How was your week? I mean, are you all doing good? Honding innavada Lamai, right? How is it going? How is A levels up to now? How is A levels up to now? Right. So how is it going? Everything. I mean, how are other subjects going? Are you all going classes for them and all? How is it going? Good, good, great. Glad to hear all of you all have somewhat of an this thing. Okay, so before I start today, can I know, Lamai, have you all revised what we did earlier? Have you revised what we did earlier? Right? අර ගිය සතියේ කරපු ඒ ඔක්කොම revise කරාද නැද්ද? Okay, let me screen share. Okay. So last week we spoke a lot. We did actually a very lot, right? So we started off with vision and mission, the long-term aspiration of a business, and a short-term aspiration of a business. Then we spoke about goals and objectives. Goals are known as the long-term achievables of the business, while the steps undertaken to achieve them are known as objectives, right? And we completed chapter 1 of your business studies unit 1, right? So I have done one chapter out of 8, and other chapters will go faster. Other chapters will go faster, right? So today we have a lot to do, Lamai. We are going to start off with a new chapter today, and we have a very lot to do, right? So today we are going to talk about, Lamai, how a business evolved, right? How a business evolved, right? So you all might know, right? You all might know very well that, okay, that you all also were a baby one day. පොඩි කාලේ ඔයත් ළමෙක් වෙලා ඇති. හරි ඒ ළමයා එකපාරටම you all turned out to be okay. You all grew up to a certain level, maybe 17, 18 years old, you all grew up, right? So from your smallest point, you have grown up to the biggest point, right? You have evolved. And during that evaluation process, right, you all would have gone through a lot, right? I mean, Montessori, school, O levels, scholarship, all of these periods you have gone through. ඒ වගේම තමයි ළමයි, even businesses went through different steps, right? Even businesses went through different steps, and today we will see how did this concept called business come to the world. There is no one called who founded it. How did it work out? Then let's see what are the steps it went through to come to today's task, right? So let me open my just right right, just give me 1 second. Okay, just tell me whether is a black screen better, or Lamai, do you all want to go with a white screen? Are you all okay with the black screen, or do you all want to go with the white screen? What do you think is better? Guys, what do you all think? Okay, let's go with the black then, right? Let's go with the black. Okay, right? We'll just use the black today and see how it works, right? So what happened earlier, guys? Okay, this was, about 1,000 years ago. Let's go back about 1,000 years ago, right? I'm going to tell you this as a story. 1,000 years ago, right? There was something called humans, the Homo sapiens, right? There was something called humans, also known as the Homo sapiens, right? Now, I think you know that, right? We evolved, there is a saying according to science that we evolved from monkeys, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? We evolved from monkeys, right? අහලා තියෙනවද? Right? Have you heard the, nursery rhyme? Five little monkeys jumping on the web, one fell down and broke his head. Have you all heard about that? Right? So even when we were small, Lamai, right, we were like monkeys, right? We were like monkeys. So humans also, it said that we have been evolved from monkeys, right? So what happened, Lamai, was these humans, they had needs and wants. They had needs and wants. Then may minihata, hurry. Kimuku may, this is, let's say, let's take this as, okay, we'll just imagine this person has, we'll take this person as, let's say, Mariam. Okay, Mariam, you're in the chat. Are you in the class, Mariam? Right, Mariam, are you in the class? Hello, Mariam. Class එකේද ඉන්නේ? Are you alive? Okay. Mariam, what is your favorite food? What is your favorite food? What is your favorite food? A very simple question. What is your favorite food? Right? Quickly, you need to be very fast. Right? Burgers. Okay. So Mariam is someone who likes burgers. Right? Now, imagine 1,000 years ago, was there something called McDonald's? Was there something called KFC? Was there something called, let's say, Popeyes and all of these Burger King, Burger Hut, and all these blah blah blah, all these stuff? Was it there 1,000 years ago or not? Tell me, Lamai. අවුරුද්දාකට කලින් තිබ්බද නැද්ද? Definitely no, Lamai. There was nothing like this 1,000 years ago, right? Now, if just imagine Mariam was someone who lived 1,000 years ago. She was someone who was from 1,000 years ago, right? And she loved burgers, right? And now let's say she has the craving towards a burger. What would she do? Hari? Or a Galkali, you call it the stone era. Okay, we call it the stone era. The stone era. Okay, the Giripuratto. Have you all watched Giripuratto? Have you all watched Giripuratto? I don't know what you call it in English, but I watched it in Sirasa. I don't know, when I was small, Giripuratto, Scooby-Doo, all of these were going Dangaya, right? I don't know whether you all remember it, right? All of these were going. So in Giripuratto like that, okay, Mariam used to live in that range, let's say, right? Now she wanted, okay, she wanted burgers. What would you think she would do? What do you think she would do? What do you think she would do if she wanted a burger 1,000 years ago? Lamai, you need to be responsive. Hari, කතා කරොත් තමයි මේක ලේසියෙන් හොඳට තේරෙන්නේ. Right? Hunt animals. Definitely. First thing she would do is she would go and hunt. Right? Either she would hunt a chicken, either she would hunt a cow, she would hunt a turkey, right? She would hunt, maybe go and catch fish or do whatever it is. I don't know, right? Okay, number one is you hunt it, right? Then you went and found and all of these and hunted it, right? That is number one. Number two, now tell me, was there flour, something called flour that time? Was there something called flour that time? Right? No, right? Then maybe she would have kept two leaves, right? Two leaves, right? Two leaves. Let's just imagine as two leaves. She goes and plucks two leaves, right? Two leaves to keep it in the top and the middle, right? ඒ කාලේ දැන් චීස් තිබ්බද ළමයි? ඒ කාලේ චීස් තිබ්බද, සෝස් තිබ්බද, ඒව තිබ්බද, මයොනීස් තිබ්බද? ඒව තිබ්බද ළමයි? ළමයි, ඒව තිබ්බද? Definitely no, it was not there, right? There was nothing called mayonnaise, there was nothing called cheese, right? She goes and takes two leaves also. Now what does she do? She roasts the meat, right? Then she keeps it in the middle here and then she eats it. Mariam eats the burger, right? Now she is going to eat the burger. Now imagine today Mariam needs a burger. What would she do? Very simple. Staying in a bed, right? Using her father's or mother's or brother's or someone's card, putting it into, let's say, Pick Me Flash or Uber Eats, and maybe waiting it till it comes to your house, right? You're just Uber eating it, Pick Me Flashing it, and nothing getting it delivered and eating it, right? Are you making it? No. Are you putting any effort to get it? No. Someone else is making it for you, someone else is bringing it for you, you're just eating it by paying it. Has your life been made easier today? Has your life been made easier today? Definitely yes. But 1,000 years ago, your life was not made easy, right? What happened was, if you wanted something, you go and bloody get it, right? That was the concept. If you want something, go get it. Hari, what a unknown now. You go and get it. You want to eat rice? Okay, grow rice at home. You want to have, let's say, vegetables, potatoes? Grow vegetables, right? It was called, okay, a self sufficient era where people fulfilled all their needs and wants by themselves, right? You want to put a barbecue? Okay, have a farm, grow some chicken, grow some cows, grow some turkeys, make your sausage, make your meat, and then do it, right? You don't go to the shop and buy. 1,000 years ago, people did not go to the shop and buy. They were living in a self-sufficient era where they people fulfilled their needs and wants by themselves, right? They fulfill their needs and wants by themselves, right? That was step number one, a self sufficient era. You can call it a self sufficient economy. Now tell me, Lamai, today are you all self sufficient or are you all depending on someone? All of y'all tell me. Ashwa, Emmanuel, Dinali, Hafsa, Mariam, Rifna, Rukeya, Rushda, Samma, Shaza. For every single thing, you are depending on something, right? You're depending on someone. Let's say you want some water, you would shout, Mama, Mama, get me some water. I would also do that the same thing, right? Let's say you want to eat, Mama, serve me this, right? You tell someone to serve you that, right? For every single thing, you're depending, right? Do you keep an alarm on your own and wake up, Lama, in the morning? Tell me. Okay, now you all might be jobless these days, right? Pretty jobless, doing nothing, enjoying an holiday. What time do you all wake up? Like, what time do you all wake up? What time do you all wake up? 1 o'clock? Or what to do? 9 o'clock? That's a big lie, right? How many hours do you all sleep these days? How many hours do you all sleep? Like, I mean, about 10, 15 hours? Do you all sleep for at least 10, 15 hours? 10, 15 hours? Maybe. Damn. Right? I can't remember a time where I slept so long. Right? I am maybe about 5, 6 hours, 6, 7 hours per day. That's all my sleep. Right? Now, you all still depend on everything at your parents, right? But then you depend on your parents, right? We are not living in a self-sufficient era. Even I depend. Right now, I don't grow vegetables at home, right? Just because I want to have potato, I'm not going to grow vegetables at home, right? I'm going to the shop and buy. Just because I want to have chicken, I'm not going to have hens at my home, right? I go to the meat shop or supermarket and buy. Just because I want a drink, I'm not going to, let's say, make all the ingredients at home and make it, right? I'm going to the shop and buy, right? We are depending on someone else, lamai, to get our things done. But ඉස්සර ඒ වගේ නෙමේ ළමයි. මිනිස්සු මොකද්ද කරේ කිව්වොත් ඒගොල්ලන්ට ඕන අවශ්‍ය දේවල් they fulfilled it themselves, right? They fulfilled all their bloody needs by themselves. That's what you call a self sufficient economy or era, right? Now, let's say this is what happened. I'm going to tell you this like a story, okay? Only problem here is I can't zoom out and zoom in. But do you all like it? I mean, do you all like this black screen? Do you all like this black screen? I mean, I can't zoom in, zoom out, but I can scroll down, scroll up, that's all. Right? Okay. Now, after this self-sufficient era, now let's say what happened was, right, from this self-sufficient era, okay, people were producing all the goods and services by themselves. Okay, so basically producing all the goods and services by themselves, right? Now whenever they produced all the goods and services by themselves, lamai, right? Now what happened was, okay, there was this one man. Okay, let's take this as me, video Akhil. This is me, the 6'3" guy, the 6'3" dude. That's my height. Okay, I'm 6'3", so that's my height, right? So I am having a house, right? Then ek vatetama, I am having something called a potato farm. I am having a potato farm. I am growing potato now, right? Now I am growing potato. Like I love potato a lot, so I am growing potato, right? Now let's say I always grow A lot of potato, right? Who likes potato here? Who likes potato? I mean, I love potato fried. I love French fries. I mean, I love all of these food. I mean, potato baked, smashed potato. I mean, I love it. Okay, so always grow a lot of potato, right? Now, what happened was I turned out to be okay. Akhil turns out to be a pro in growing potato, right? Then mama eka karla. What I turned out to be a pro in growing potato, right? So now, for an example, Lamai, first time you're making brownies, the first time you're making brownies, right? Or something. Okay, so the girls, when you're cooking for the first time, how will it be? Is it going to be good or is it going to be shit? Or ගෙදර බල්ලටවත් කන්න බෑ, ගෙදර පූසටවත් කන්න බෑ. ඒ වගේද තියෙන්නේ ළමයි. How is it going to be the first day? Right? The first time you're going to cook something really bad, right? I can remember once my sisters made brownies. Even I couldn't bite it. Even, you can't really cut it with a knife, right? It was so shitty and it was so bad, right? So now, the first time you make something like that, it's going to be really bad, right? It's going to be really bad, right? After that, what happened is, right? The more and more and more you do it, you are going to get better at it, right? The first time the brownie was really bad, my sister made. Second time, somewhat okay, but mara titta, you can't even eat it. Very, it's like you. Third time, somewhat you can swallow it, right? But it's very like vomitish. Fourth time, say, picky, okay. Fifth time, it was okay, right? She took time to come. Right now, even I'll tell you my journey in lecturing. Right, so 2 years ago, when I started teaching double 80 first, right, when I started teaching double 80 first, right, my first class I went into, like, I mean, I did not give a very good job, right? It was not the best, I would say, right? It was not the best, and it was shape, I mean, shape okay, okay, right? It was not the best, right? Then after time, today I have completed 19 batches of ACCA CIMA double 80, 19 batches, right? And almost close to 1,000 to 1,500 odd students, right? Today, me going into the class, I don't even worry at all. Like, I mean, I go in with so much of confidence because I know that I can do it very well. මට බයක් කියලා දෙයක්ම නෑ ඒක ඇතුලේ. Right? So I turned out to be good in lecturing by doing it more and more and more and more. Like that in your life also, if you all do something again and again and again and again, you are going to get better at it. Right? You are going to get better at it. Same, right, Lamai? Now, for an example, let's see you are starting to draw. The first time you draw something, you're not really good at it. Second time you draw, shape, okay, okay. Third time, it's going to be really good, right? Fourth time, it's going to be way better, right? The more and more and more and more you do it, it's going to get better at you, right? So, in your life also, you all would have experienced something like that, right? Have you all experienced something like that in your life? First time you do it, it's really shit. But the more and more you do it, it's going to get better at you, right? Have you experienced something like that in your life, Lamai? Have you all? All of y'all tell me. All of y'all. Tell me what is it also. Right? Tell me what is it also. Right? What have you all experienced and what is it? All of y'all have to respond. Right? Dinali, you're very quiet. Emmanuel, very quiet. Right? Rukia, very quiet. Vinuri, quiet. Right? Studying. Yeah. First time you study something, right? Not really great. You won't get it the right. Go on and on. See, Shaza says Mehendi art. Okay, maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. Okay. So with time, you all get it, right? So now I was not very good at potato farming first, let's say. But after what happened was after on, right? I turned out to be really good in potato farming, right? I turned out to be really good in potato farming, right? Isalla mama, let's say I grew 10 potatoes, right? Out of that, 9 were spoiled, right? Spoiled. After that, second time, 8 were spoiled. After that, 4 were spoiled. Now everything is good, right? So basically, what happens, Lamai, when you do something over and over again, you are going to get better at it. So what happened was when there was this self-sufficient era, right? The self-sufficient economy, right? People made their own goods and services. People made their own goods and services. And then what happened, Lamai? Okay, people got better at doing something. People got better at doing something over and over again. I karla lamai, they got better at it, right? So this is what you mean by, okay, specialization. Specialization, right? Now what happened was, okay, you did something better. You have got really good at it. Now you can do that very easily, right? You can do it very easily. Self-sufficient of economy, people made their own goods and services, right? People did something over and over and over again. They got better at it and they got specialized in it. So now I am an specialized potato farmer. Did you understand the story up to now, Lamai? Right? Did you understand the story up to now, Lamai? Right? I like potato, so I'm growing potato. So I keep on growing potato over and over and over again. Now I am better at it, right? I am a pro potato farmer. Have you got it? I have specialized. Lamai, did you get it or not? All of y'all have to respond. All of y'all have to respond. Come on, quick. Lamai, quick. All of y'all tell me, is it crystal clear up to now? Then when a story ka තේරුණාද නැද්ද? Hafsa, listen to me very carefully. I saw that you joined late, right? What happened was 1,000 years ago, right? I won't explain in detail, but I will explain to you in a way where you can understand. 1,000 years ago, if people wanted something, they have to make it on their own, right? They have to make it on their own. Let's say I wanted, let's say, to have a burger. I can't go to a shop and buy a burger 1,000 years ago. There was nothing called a shop, right? I had to make the burger on my own, right? I have to go and hunt first of all, then find the leaves for the patties, right? Then roast the meat and put it and eat it, right? And where people fulfill their needs and wants by themselves, right? They fulfilled all their needs and wants by themselves. Oh, they produced all the goods and services which were required by themselves is known as a self-sufficient economy or self-sufficient era, right? Now, let's say I am living 1,000 years ago. Akhil, the dude, 6'3" tall, right? I love potato, so I eat potato all 3 meals. So I am having a potato farm around my house, right? I always grow a lot of potato, right? Now, first I grew 10 potatoes and 9 out of them were spoiled. Then 8 were spoiled. Then 4 were spoiled. So the more and more potatoes I grew, I became a better potato grower, right? So basically what happened is in a self-sufficient economy, when people made their own goods and services, people got better at something when they did it over and over and over again. That's what you call specialization. That is what you call specialization, right? That is what you call specialization, right? So now what happened was, okay, step number one, right? Step number one, right? Uh, Step number one is basically, okay, you have what? You have a self-sufficient economy. You have a self-sufficient economy. Then you are producing your own goods and services and you are getting better at something, right? Plus, you are having specialization, right? And specialization will lead to something called excess production. Then Kiyanako, within this house, Lamai, if I grow 100 potatoes per day for one day, tell me, can I eat 100 potatoes in one day? Can I eat 100 potatoes in one day? Right? Can I eat 100 potatoes in one day? Tell me. Definitely no. It's going to be excess. Right? Now, let's say I eat only, let's say, 5 potatoes per day. Right? There is 95 remaining. What do you think I will do with these 95 potatoes? Right? I can eat only 5 potatoes per day and I have 95 remaining. What do you think I will do with these 95 potatoes? What do you think, Lamai? What do you think? Exactly. Now you are going to exchange these potatoes, right? So what happened was specialization, okay, led to this resulted in excess production, right? The specialization resulted in excess production. That's where, because of a self-sufficient economy, right, and specialization, something was born, and that thing which was born is known as barter system, right? Barter system, right? Now I will take two examples. Okay. Now this is, let's say, we'll take this as Rifna, right? This is Rifna. Other side, let's say we'll have Denali, right? We have Denali in this side, right? Okay, I'm not an artist, Lamai. I'm not an artist. Don't laugh at me, right? Don't laugh at me. Okay, I'm not an artist. Okay, now let's say Rifna has a farm which has cows, right? Rifna is someone who basically grows cows, right? Dinali, let's say, is a cabbage, okay, has a cabbage farm, right? Now Rifna specializes in farming cows, while Dinali specializes in, okay, farming cabbages, right? Growing cabbages. Then වෙනකන් එක තේරුණාද? Rifna cows, Dinali cabbage. Is that clear? Is that clear? Right? Now Rifna has something called excess cows, right? Dinali has excess cabbages, right? Rifna has excess cows and Dinali has excess cabbages. Now what happens is, okay, right? She wants cows, right? She wants cows. Dinali wants cows, right? Now Rifna wants cabbages, right? Now tell me, if Dinali wants cows and Rifna wants cabbages, what do you think can be done, Lamai? What do you think can be done? All of y'all tell me, මොකද්ද වෙන්න පුළුවන් ළමයි මෙතන? පොඩක් මොලේ ඕගලන්ගේ පුංචි ටිකිරි මොලේ, right? පුංචි ටිකිරි මොලේ පාවිච්චි කරලා මට කියන්න ළමයි මොකද්ද කරන්න පුළුවන් දැන් මෙතන? You all understand Sinhala, right? I hope that you all understand Sinhala, right? Exactly, Afsha. Exactly. Perfectly, Shaza. Very good. Others tell me. Others, Emmanuel, Ashwa, all of y'all tell me what can be done. Mariam, Rukeya Hamid, all of y'all tell me what can be done. What can be done? Hari. Anna, right. Very good. Excellent. Hari. Then Mokadda venne lamai. Rifna is going to give what? Okay, is going to give one cow, and Dinali is going to give, let's say, 20 cabbages for that. Because why? Rifna wants cabbages, while Dinali wants cows. Hari, then Rifna harakek dena Dinalita, Dinali cabbage dena Rifnata. Hari, because there is excess production here. Because there is excess production, this is happening. Right? Therunada lamai until now, what happened? Did you understand the scenario? Did you understand the scenario? Did you understand the scenario? Perfect. Excellent. Very good. Right? Now, basically, this is what you call, okay, barter system. This is what you call barter system, right? This is what you call barter system, right? Basically, you are exchanging one good for another good, right? Basically, the exchange of one good to another good, okay? Directly exchanging one good for another good. For another good, right? And this barter system is Lamai called the first stage of first stage of business evolution. The first stage of business evolution. That is what you call barter system lamai, right? Palaveni stage එක, right? Where people exchanged goods and services for another good or a service. That is the first stage. Let me repeat once more, Lamai. Listen to me very carefully, right? First of all, so many years ago, people they fulfilled all their needs and wants by themselves. What do you mean by that is, if people wanted something, they used to produce it by themselves. You call it direct production, where they produced their own goods and services by themselves. And when they started doing something over and over and over and over again, they turned out to be good at it, right? They turned out to be good at it. That's what you call specialization. And people started making more and more and more and more goods, right? When they started making more and more and more and more goods, what happened? It resulted in excess production, right? Now, Rifna turned out to be a cow farmer, while Dinali turned out to be a cabbage farmer. But Rifna also wants cabbages, and Dinali also want cows. So Rifna is going to give one cow to Dinali and cabbages from, give cabbages to, uh, get cabbages from Dinali, right? Rifna me harakek denawa, Dinali cabbage denawa, right? So that was the first stage. That is the first step of business. This was the first stage of evaluation of business, and you call it Lamai, the barter system, where a good was exchanged for another good. Tell me, Lamai, is it crystal clear or not? Is it crystal clear or not, Lamai? Make a crystal clear than other. See, is it crystal clear? I don't want it to be half clear. I want this to be crystal clear. All of you tell me. All of you tell me, Lamai. Right? All of you tell me. Others, Hafsa, Rakika, the two Rukeyas, Vinuri. All of y'all tell me. Terunada, do you want me to explain anything again? I'm ready to explain y'all again. Tell me, right, if y'all got it or not. Right. Okay. Now, right? Remember, let's get to the truth. Okay. The evaluation of business can be classified into several distinct eras throughout history. There are four steps in business evaluation process, right? Step number one, Lamai, right? Step number one, is known as the barter system, right? This is where the evaluation of business starts. And barter system was a result of two things, which is what? A self-sufficient economy and what? Specialization, right? Self-sufficient economy and specialization, right? This is step number one, Laman, right? The barter system, right? Is it okay? Now let's read the tute. Let's read the tute. Okay. Self-sufficient economy. Humans were self-supportive, which led to a self-sufficient economy where needs and wants of people were fulfilled by themselves without depending on another. Right? There was nothing called a business earlier. They used to produce whatever they want. Humans engaged in direct production where, as people directly produced whatever was required to satisfy the needs and wants. They were directly producing whatever was required, Lamai, to fulfill their own needs and wants. Is it clear, Lamai? Is self-sufficient economy clear? Step by step, Mama. Himing gila ahanne, Mama. Is it clear? Is it clear or not? Hello, Lamai. All of y'all tell me. All of you here, you all have to respond. If you all want a good class, you all have to respond. Hari eka koninang, you all have to respond. Right? Perfect. Now coming into specialization, Lamai. Specialization. Right? Through the system of self-sufficient economy, it led to certain individuals' specialized systems. As communities grew, people began to focus on a specific skill or job. Some became farmers, others became tool makers, some became potters or builders, right? This specialization improved the quality of work, right? This specialization improved the quality of work and allowed people to produce more than what they needed, more than what they needed. So they basically produced more than what they needed, right? That is where specialization happened, right? They began to focus on a specific skill or a job. Now, do you think I am going to do 1,000 jobs in the world? Can I be a doctor? Can I be a teacher? Can I be an accountant? Everything in the same time, Lamai? Can I be everything in the same time? Right? Can I be a doctor, engineer, teacher, everything in the same time? Definitely not. I have to specialize in one field, right? If I do that, if I'm better in that field, I will get the more and more I focus on that specific field, I'm going to get better at it and I'm going to specialize at it, right? Thus, surplus production led to exchange of one good for another. This was known as barter system, right? Let's first of all see the advantages and disadvantages of specialization. First one is increased efficiency. What do you mean by efficiency? What do you mean by efficiency? Right? What do you mean by efficiency? Any idea, Lamai? What do you mean by efficiency? What do you mean by efficiency? Any idea, Lamai? Hello, any idea what do you mean by efficiency? Okay. This efficiency, I will tell you a story. Okay. Isra Lamai, okay. If I wanted to study, let's say if I wanted to study one chapter, one unit, it would take me 2 hours, right? It would take me 2 hours, right? Now, what is the output? Output here is studying one chapter. What is the input? I have to put 2 hours of my time, right? The more and more and more I started studying, Lamai, right? The more and more and more I got better at studying Lamai, I was able to study one unit in, let's say, 1.5 hours. After that, it turned out to be 1 hour, right? The more and more and more I do something, I get better at it, I can do it faster. That's what you mean by increasing efficiency. Basically, the ability to achieve a greater, sorry, just take it as a higher output using a lesser input. You are achieving a higher output using a lesser input. That is what you mean by efficiency. Now, in here, see, am I efficient? I am studying one unit within 1 hour. Earlier, to study one unit, I used to take 2 hours. Am I efficient now or not, Lamai? Tell me. Am I efficient now or not, Lamai? Tell me. Lamai, tell me, am I efficient now or not? Definitely, yes, I am efficient. Why? I am studying a unit faster than earlier. With a lesser input, I am getting a great output now compared to earlier. That is what you mean by efficiency. And one advantage of specialization is when you get better at something, Lamai, you can do it faster, right? So, ability to do things faster, ability to achieve a higher output. That is what you mean by efficiency. Second one, when you do something more and more and more and more times, the quality of that thing gets better. Why? You are very pro at it. You have got better at it. Okay. Okay. As you have got better at it, as you have got better at it, right? Number three, you can able to save time. Why? You're doing it faster, right? Get things done faster, right? That is saves time. Higher productivity, right? Productivity means, okay, the same thing as efficiency, right? It is the same thing as efficiency, right? Efficiency, same thing. Lesser wastages, right? Obviously, right? Okay, first time you made brownies, let's say everything went to the dog. Second time, at least your younger sibling ate. Third time, your second sibling ate. Fourth time, you ate it, right? The more and more you do something and the more you get better at it, the wastages out of it is going to get lesser, right? And cost reductions. How does cost reduction happens? Okay, okay, it's due to lesser wastage and ability to complete it faster. Ability to complete it faster. If you are able to do something with a lesser wastage, you are able to complete it faster, your cost will reduce, right? Now, for an example, you're making brownies. Let's say you are wasting 1 kilo of flour, okay, to make 1 kilo of brownies. Now, this 1 kilo of flour wasted, is it a cost or not, Lamai? Tell me that 1 kilo of flour wasted, is it a cost or not? Definitely, it's a cost. So, is it a wastage? Definitely, yes. Right? So, it's going to increase your cost. So, when you're better at it, you are not going to waste this flour. You are going to get a cost reduction. Number two, when you're able to do it faster, right, you will be able to reduce your labor cost. Hari, is there okay, let's say labor cost per hour. Labor cost per hour, let's say for 1 hour, it takes, let's say, 1,000 rupees. Earlier to make this one brownie, right? It took 1.5 hours. That means 1,500 rupees is the labor cost. But today, now it's taking only 1 hour. That means your labor cost is reducing it to 1,000 rupees, right? So there will be a cost reduction when you get better at certain things, right? Lamai, is the advantages of specialization clear? Is the advantages of specialization clear? All of y'all, is the advantages of specialization clear? Can all of y'all tell me, please? Lamai, is advantages clear? Right? Others can all respond. Can all respond? Okay. Now let's come into the disadvantages of specialization. When you are better at something, let's see what are the disadvantages. Now, when you do something over and over and over and over again, are you going to get bored at it or are you going to get better at it? Right? Will you like still have the same trail or are you going to get bored at it? Definitely you are going to get bored at it, right? Now do you all watch cartoons, Lamai? Do you all watch cartoons? Do you all watch cartoons? Do you all watch cartoons nowadays? Do you all watch cartoons? Not much. You all don't watch. Denali, what the me? No, right? I don't think you all watch cartoons, right? Podi kale cartoon balla balla balla. Then එපා වුණා. දැන් cartoons කම්මැලි වුණා. Now you all started watching movies, you all started watching TV series and etc. Right? So now see Lamai. Now even my life Lamai now have been teaching for the last 2 years. I have decided I am going to teach only for the next 10 years. Right? I can't teach anymore after that. Why? Because it will turn out to be bored, right? Ekamade, let's say I teach for about 10-15 times. Do you think, Lamai, I will be able to do it very well? No, I'm going to get bored at it. I will feel like, okay, let me do something else, right? So may result in boredom. When you do something over and over again, you're going to result in boredom, right? Second one is interdependency, right? What do you mean by interdependency means, right? Okay, simple terms. I will tell you in a very simple term, Lamai, right? You will have to depend on that thing, right? Now let's say, right, high dependency on the specific skill. Now let's say I am teaching business studies, okay? This is me, and my job is teaching business studies. Government comes and I don't know to do anything else without teaching business studies. මම දන්නේ business studies උගන්වන්න විතරයි ළමයි. Government comes and tells, okay, we are removing BS from the A level syllabus. What do you think will happen to me? What do you think will happen to me? Okay, no more business studies for A levels. What do you think will happen to me? I will not have any job. I will not have any income. I will be basically in the road, right? I will be in the road. Is it a good thing or a bad thing, Lamai? Is it a good thing or a bad thing if I'm in the road? No, it's going to be a very big problem, right? So what happens is when you specialize on a certain skill, Lamai, right? And you don't know anything else, you may lose that specific job or skill one day, and it's going to be a very big problem. That's what you mean by interdependency, right? You may lose that specific skill or a job, okay, one day, and you won't be able to do anything else, right? That is what you mean by interdependency, right? So maybe write a small note, right? I will give you all time to copy all of these, right? Highly depending on one skill may increase the risk if the skill gets outdated. Have you all heard, Lamai? Earlier there was something called a typewriter. Alatina, the typewriter. I can remember I have seen a typewriter machine. Have you all seen a typewriter machine? Right? There was a job called a typewriter. Right? Alatina. ඉස්සර keyboards තිබ්බෙන අර ටක් 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 කාලා typewriter එකෙන් තමයි ගහන්නේ. Right? So what happened was there were jobs called typewriters. There were specialists whose only work was typewriting. Then the typewriters got outdated and people started using keyboards. What do you think happened to their skills? They were basically jobless. That's what happens. Interdependency. තේරුණාද ළමයි එක? Did you all understand that? What do you mean by interdependency? Do you all understand what you all mean by interdependency? All of y'all lamai, can all respond, please? Can all respond? Okay. Now lamai, okay, what happens is the next thing, okay? Lack of flexibility, the inability to move to another skill, the inability to move to another skill. When you're very good at something, you can't easily move to something else, right? Let's say you're very good at being a tailor. Can you become a butcher? Can you become a butcher after being a pro tailor? After being a pro tailor, okay, now have you all heard of Namal Bandar, that specialist tailor? Then you have Hamidia, specialist tailor. Do you think those tailors can be a butcher one day after being so good at tailoring? Definitely no. Why? They are very good at tailoring, they can't move into be a butcher. There is no flexibility in your skills when you have specialized in something, right? There is no flexibility in your skills when you have specialized in something, Lamai, right? And next one, Lamai, the last one is, okay, when people get bored at their job, right? When they get bored, there will be labor turnover and labor absenteeism, right? What is labor turnover? And what is labor absenteeism? Right? Labor turnover and labor absenteeism. Now, Lamai, the first one, right? Labor turnover means the number of employees leaving the organization, leaving the business. The number of employees leaving the business. Now, do you all think, Lamai, people will work in the same company for their whole life? Do you think people will work in the same company for their whole life? Tell me, are they going to work in the same company for their whole life? They shift, right? They go into another company. Why do you think, Lamai, they go into another company? Why do you think people move on to another company? Why do you think? Why do you think, Lamai? Respond. Don't be lazy, right? Lazy වෙන්න එපා ළමයි. Respond, right? Maybe for a better salary, right? And let's say they might be bored in that company. එකම දේ ආයෙත් කරලා දැන් කම්මැලි හිතුණා. එකම ඔෆිස් එක අවුරුදු ගාණක් බලනවා, එකම කට්ටිය අවුරුදු ගාණක් බලනවා, එකම salary එක අවුරුදු ගාණක් බලනවා. Now they are shifting into another business, right? They are shifting into another business, right, another business, another company, they are shifting, right? Labor turnover means employees leaving the business, right? Employees leaving the business, you call it employees leaving the business, right? Leaving the company. Do you all have that habit in school where if my friend doesn't go school, I am also not going school? Do you all have that habit? මගේ යාළුවා class ගියේ නැත්නම් මමත් යන්නේ නැහැ. Do you all have that habit? Do you all have that habit? Do you all have that habit or not? If my friend doesn't go to school, I am not going to school. Even still, I have that habit when it comes to university, right? In university, there is something called mass bunking. I don't know whether you all have heard. There is something called mass bunking where the whole class decides we are not going to come to the lecture and we bunk, right? එකෙක්වත් class එකේ නැහැ. Not even one bugger will go into class. Mass bunking happens in local universities, right? Because let's say the now let's this happens a lot when the lecturer says, okay, I'm going to give you a presentation in this day, but we don't want the presentation on that day. We all don't go. If not even one person go, the lecturer can't do it. Now they can't cut marks, so everyone, it's going to be a problem. You can't fail everyone, right? So he will give the presentation in another day. Mass bunking, right? Now, why don't you go to school when your friend doesn't go, Lamai? Tell me. Why don't you go to school when your friend doesn't go? Why don't you go to school when your friend doesn't go? Because it's boring, right? ඔට කතා කරන්න එකෙක් නැහැ, right? Even during my A level time ළමයි, I had a set, right? අර ඉස්කෝලේ set එකක් හිටියා, right? Now A level time I never went to school to study, right? Every day we used to play the fool, card ගානවා, cricket ගානවා, basketball ගානවා, right? We used to do a lot of things, right? So now ඒ කියන්නේ we other than studying we did everything in school, right? And we never went to school to study Lamai, to do all the other things, right? And if our set doesn't go, we also don't go. Why? It's bored, right? Now, when people get bored at something Lamai, they will turn out to not attend that thing, right? They will turn out to get absent. That's what you mean by labor absenteeism, okay? Employees not attending, right? Employees not attending work. That is what you mean by labor absenteeism, right? So whenever people, Lamai, get bored at something, okay, they are going to either leave the job or get absent. Is it clear, Lamai? The disadvantages, is it clear? Is it 100% crystal clear, Lamai? The disadvantages. All of y'all tell me. All of y'all tell me, Lamai. Is this disadvantages clear or not, Lamai? Is this disadvantages clear or not? Absolutely perfect, right? Now, I'm assuming that y'all are highlighting and doing everything, Lamai. So please copy whatever that needs to be copied, Lamai, here. So copy this area, copy it towards the side itself, and copy the things below, right? Copy those things below, right? I'm waiting. I will give you 1 minute. First copy this, right? After that, I will get done, right? This is 1 minute. Lamai, copy it quickly. When y'all are done, let me know y'all are done. Others are all done. Anyone copying it? Okay. Now copy this, Lamai. Copy everything here. I have given you all the extra notes and all. Okay. Done copying? Are you done copying this area also? Shall we move into the next? Anyone writing this yet? If you all are writing, give me a W in the chat box. Okay, quickly, Rifna. Okay. Now, Lamai, division of labor, keep it for last. Okay, barter system. Okay. Now let's come and let's see what happened to barter system. Right. Now this barter system, Lamai, failed. Right. This barter system failed. Failed. Why did it fail? There are few reasons for the failure. Let's go one by one. Right. Reason number one, lack of double coincident. Okay, the lack of double coincident of wants, right? Lack of double coincidence of wants. Okay, now let's say Rifna is here. Okay, we'll take two other people, will you? Okay, let's take Ashwa, and let's take maybe let's take Rukeya, right? Rukeya. Let's say Ashwa has rice, right? Rukeya has carrots. Ashwa wants, okay? Ashwa wants, let's say she wants tomatoes. But Rukeya wants, okay, Rukeya wants, let's say what else? Beans, right? Now, in here, Ashwa has rice, Rukeya has carrots, Ashwa wants tomatoes, Rukeya wants beans. Now tell me, Lamai, is there going to be a exchange happening? Can there be an exchange which is going to happen now? Can there be an exchange or not? Definitely no. No exchange can happen because their wants do not match. That was the first problem. That was the first problem. Let's say I want a t-shirt and I wanted some t-shirts. And there was another guy who was giving t-shirts, but he wanted cabbages. I didn't have cabbages to give him. My wants and his wants did not match. Then exchange could not happen, right? So that was a very big problem, Lamai, right? Because wants did not match. That is what you call lack of double coincidence of wants. That was the first reason for barter system to fail. Why? මට ඕන එක අනිත් එකාට ඕනේ නෑ. අනිත් එකාට ඕන එක මට ඕනේ නෑ. What I wanted was not wanted by the other person. What other person wanted was not wanted by me. That was one of the biggest problems which evolved, right? That was one of the first biggest problems which evolved. And Lamai, that was one main reason for the failure of barter system, lack of double coincidence of wants, right? So in the tute it says, the excess of needs and wants of people did not match with each other, right? Excess of needs and wants did not match with each other. Trade could only occur when both parties possess goods that were mutually desired. දෙන්නටම අවශ්‍ය වෙන්න ඕනේ එකම දේ. If both of them have the same good they need, that's where barter system can happen. Let's say you want something, I want something else, barter system won't happen, right? So near this, right, near this, please copy this down. So you will remember this very well. Copy this down. පොඩියට copy කරගන්න ළමයි එක. පොඩියට copy කරගන්න ළමයි ටක් ගාලා ඒක. In that near the note itself there, in the book itself. Copy it down quickly. Copy it down ළමයි. Guys, are you all having any connection issues? People are leaving, joining, people are leaving, joining, connection issues මොනවද තියෙනවද? Right? Copy this down. So what I want is not required by you. What you want is not required by me. So no barter system can happen in simple terms. Okay, raining heavily. Let's see. That's why a lot of people are joining and leaving. Right? Anyways, recording also is there if you all didn't understand anything. Right? Y'all can get it. Do you want the tune? Okay, wait. We'll send you the tune. Raining heavily also. Right, guys. Raining heavily. Guys, can you all hear me and see me? Can you all hear me and see me? Okay, it's raining heavily, that's why. I have sent the tune to y'all. I have sent the tune to y'all. Right? I will tell you about the payments and all later. I will tell you about the payments later, Ifna. Right? It's heavily raining. I have to shout now. Okay. So, did you all copy this, Lamai? Did you all copy this? Did you all copy this? Okay. Now, the second issue. Second issue is difficulties in valuing the good. Valuing the good. Right? Now, let's say, Lamai, I have, this is me. This is Rifna. I have t-shirts. Right? I have t-shirts. And Rifna has, let's say, trousers. Now, do you know or do I know how many t-shirts I should give to get a trouser? Now, I have a question. I have a question. T-shirts T-යක් දෙන්න ඕනේද trouser එකට? Hari? Now Rifna will have a question. How many trousers should I give for a t-shirt, right? Will this question be there, Lamai? Will this question be there? I don't know how many t-shirts I should give to get a trouser. Rifna doesn't know how many trousers that should be given, okay, to get a t-shirt. Do you all understand that problem, Lamai? Do you all understand that problem? What is the second problem? Difficulties in valuing. We don't know. Mama danne mang kiyak din no t-shirts. Rifna doesn't know trousers kiyak din no ne kiyala. That is a very big problem, Lamai. And what happens is both of us can't value our product, right? Leads to wrongful trade. I can cheat Rifna. I will tell Rifna, you give me 10 trousers, I will give you one t-shirt. Is it fair or not? Tell me. According to you, is it fair or not? I am telling Rifna, I will give you 10 t-shirts, you give me one trouser. Fair or no? Right? I can cheat people. It leads to wrongful trade. Difficulties in valuing the product. That is the second problem, Lamai. Lamai. Did you all understand the second problem? Did you all understand the second problem? Devini Prashna Tirunada. All of y'all tell me. All of y'all tell me. Oh, I'll explain again. I'll explain again. Lamai, can y'all respond? If you're anyone who did not understand, tell me, explain again. I will explain again. Right? So, Lamai, second problem is difficulties in valuing the product. Right? So, due to disagreements of product valuation, majority of the trades of the exchange activities were unable to be proceeded without difficulties, right? Due to the disagreement about product valuation, right? Right? For instance, how many t-shirts ought to be traded for a cow? That means how many t-shirts should be given for a cow? Can we measure a cow in t-shirts? Can we measure a cow based on t-shirts? Tell me, Lamai. Can we measure a cow on t-shirts? But I won't mind trading my sister out for chocolates. Let's say you give me Ferrero Rochers or something, I will trade my sister for chocolates, right? So have you seen these memes and all? Would you slap your sibling for $1 million? Have you seen that memes? Balatina, the Halatina, right? I mean, would you slap your sibling for about $1 million? I mean, would you all do it? Let's say, would you slap your sibling for 1,000 rupees? First of all, would you hit your sibling for 1,000 rupees? නෑ මට 500ක් දුන්නත් කමන්නේ නෑ මම ගහනවා. Right? මට 500ක් දෙන්න කමන්නේ. 500 is enough. I don't need 1,000, no need 1 million. 500 bucks. Even if I'll tell me I'll give you 10 rupees, I will hit it. දෙන්නත් තුන්නේ මම ගන්නම්. හරි ඒ වගේ. Now other problem is difficulties in storing the goods. Right? Now another problem in barter system, Lamai, some goods you can't store. Right? Now can you store, Lamai? Can you store fruits or tomatoes for days and days and days? Or do you need to consume it faster? Fruits, vegetables, can you store it for a long period of time? Or do you need to consume it faster? Tell me. Tell me, Lamai. Right? Even you take bread, will you, Lamai? Take bread, will you? Can you store bread for about 2-3 months? Or do you need to consume it faster within few days? Right? Tell me. Taggala store karanno neda? Do you need to consume it faster? Hello? Can you all hear me? Is my voice breaking by any chance? Yes, you need to consume it faster. Right? My voice is breaking, Lamai? Is no, no. Okay. So basically, there are certain goods that needs to be consumed faster. Right? Basically, as goods are required to be consumed faster, trade is made difficult. Right? Trade is made difficult, Lamai, because you have to consume those goods faster. Let's say you are giving a cow for some vegetables. The cow will live, but the vegetables may die. Right? Difficulties in storing the goods. Right? Next one, difficulties in dividing the product into small quantities. Right? difficulties in dividing the product into small quantities. The inability to divide the product. The inability to divide the product. Now let's say, Lamai, two t-shirts is traded for one trouser, right? Two t-shirts is traded for one trouser. Then okay, just imagine, Lamai, can you trade one t-shirt for, let's say, half a trouser? Can you divide this trouser into two, Lamai? Can you trade this one t-shirt for half a trouser? Then is there a point of this trouser? Now it's basically useless. You can't be wearing a trouser for one leg, right? There is no point. By keeping one leg naked, you can't be wearing a trouser for one leg, right? There is no point. So there's a problem. Trade won't happen. The inability to divide, okay, products, right? So just copy this down near the difficulties in dividing the products into smaller quantities. Copy this down, Lamai. Copy this down quickly. Copy this down. It's raining heavily. Shit, Pizarak, I don't know, man. Copy this down quickly. Copy this down. Near difficulties in dividing the product into small quantities. Lamai, done copying? Others, it's heavily raining here. It's very heavily raining here. Anyone writing it? Anyone writing it? Okay. Now going back to the tute, difficulties in dividing the products into small quantities, right? Some products could not be divided into small quantities without losing their value. Now, when you divide that 1,000 into two, the value is lost, right? The value is lost, making it difficult to trade in exact quantities, right? This limitation made barter system inconvenient and impractical. So nowadays, barter system has been inconvenient and impractical because of these reasons. Lack of double coincidence of wants. That means what I want is not required by you. You can't value products easily. Difficulties in storing the product and difficulties in dividing the product into smaller quantities. These resulted in, Lamai, okay, a failure in barter system. Now what happened? Barter system failed, right? Now, in order to overcome this failure, Lamai, in order to overcome the failure of barter system, that's where this thing called money was born, right? This thing called money was born because of the failure of barter system. And this money can be known as, okay, Money is anything nowadays, right? Lamai, money is anything. Money doesn't mean only physical cash, right? According to the a definition of money can be known as anything that is generally accepted as a medium of exchange. Anything that is accepted as a medium of exchange, that is known as money, Lamai, right? Anything that can be accepted to exchange something, right? So basically, this money was used for main two things, right? First one is purchase goods and services, and number two, Lamai, number two is to repay debts, right? If you have a loan, to repay the loan, you use money, and to purchase goods and services, you are going to use money, right? So now money was born. Now, has life been made easy? Has life been made easy? Yes, right? Now we are going to talk about money in detail, right? We are going to talk about money in detail, right? Money is anything that is generally accepted as a medium of exchange, right? Payment for goods or services or debts, right? We'll be learning in Unit 7 money uh, and financial institutions in detail about money, right? In order to overcome the limitations of barter system, various materials were used as medium of exchange to smoothen trade between people, right? So step number two of barter system, step number two of evolution of business, right? Step number two is, you call it, usage of money. This is step number two, where money was used in trade. Then සල්ලි පාවිච්චි කරනවා trade එකේ ළමයි, right? How is it going to happen? We'll see what are the different types of money which was used. Number one was commodity money. Okay, you call it commodity money, right? Commodity money. This is basically where people were using things as a form of money, right? Isara, they would tell, okay, salt, okay, first thing, like so many years ago, right? You all would have learned in history, right? Whole level history. Salt was used as a medium of exchange. Rice was used as a medium of exchange. Then you can use, okay, wheat was used as a medium of exchange. Flour was used as a medium of exchange. Commodity items, right, used as a medium of exchange, okay, is only known as commodity money, right? See, salt, rice, cows to buy goods, right? ඔයා ඉස්සලා ගිල හරකෙක් දෙනවා කෑම ගන්න. ගිල ලූණු දෙනවා කෑම ගන්න. Right? You are giving rice to buy food, right? That is commodity money, lamai. Is commodity money, and what is money clear, lamai? Is it clear how money came? What is money and commodity money? Is it clear, lamai? This is the second step of business, right? How business was evolved. That is step number two. Lamai, clear or not, Lamai? Is your Do you want me to repeat again if you all had any internet connection issues? Do you all want me to repeat again? Lamai, anyone who wants me to repeat again, please respond. Right, okay. You all know now why barter system failed. These were the reasons why barter system failed. Now, to overcome this failure of barter system, that is where money was founded. To overcome the failure of barter system, money was founded. So money can be considered as a medium of exchange, Lamai, right? A medium of exchange, okay, that is generally accepted, right? Something that can be exchanged for a good or service, that is known as money, right? That is when usage of money was born. That is the second step of evolution of business. The second stage of business evolution is usage of money, where we used money, right? Where we used money, right? Now, commodity money failed. Commodity money failed, right? Now what happened? People started using, okay, metallic money, where metals were used. Durable metals were used as a form of exchange, right? Durable metals as money, right? So they didn't process it. They were just using raw materials, right? Raw gold and silver pieces, just the piece, not processed, not made as a coin, Okay, just raw metals, right? You call it raw metals, right? So raw metals were used as a medium of exchange, right? Number three. Number three, Lamai. This is where coins were founded. Coins, right? Coins emerged. Perfect money can be considered as coins, right? Usage of metals as coins. Using the metals, you have made coins now, right? Okay. Coins made. Okay, no need that. Right? You see here, usage of metal coins as money. These coins are made out of gold, silver, copper, or any other metals. Gold and silver coins used in ancient times, right? Do you all understand it, Lamai? Do you all understand it? The third type of money, right? Commodity money was first, second metallic money, now perfect money. Now metal coins have been used. After that, Lamai, now currencies came up, bank money. Paper money was made and issued by governments, right? Currencies and notes are paper money made and issued by governments or central banks, right? Or central bank. Your central bank or your government is issuing paper money. Sri Lankan rupees, American dollars, right? Indian rupees. All of these are paper monies used. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Now, Lamai, you use this thing. Have you all watched Money Heist? Have you all watched Money Heist in Netflix? Anyone watch Money Heist in Netflix? So this was something which got famous during COVID. So during COVID, Lamai, like we were like really extremely bored, right? Then what we did was we started watching TV series. And one of the first TV series I ever watched in my life was Money Heist, right? So now during COVID, very bored at home, nothing to do, no job, okay, just studying. Right now I started watching, right? Anyone who has not watched Money Heist, haven't watched Money Heist, right? I mean, it's a Spanish series. I would recommend you all to watch it. In this series, right? I will just give you a small glimpse of what is happening in this series, Lamai, right? So what happens is in here, right? Rather than there's a group of people who are going to rob a bank, right? They go to the bank and they don't steal the money. What do you think they do? What do you think they do rather than stealing the money? They print money for themselves in the bank, right? They print money for themselves in the bank okay, rather than stealing the money in the bank. That was the series. So they steal gold. There are several seasons where they steal gold, steal money, they print money. All of these are there. So those are currency and bank money. Now, if you take my purse, Lamai, now, nowadays, if you take my purse, I have like maybe 100 rupees, 200 rupees. Always, I don't have money in my purse. Does that mean I don't have money? Just because I don't have money in my purse, does that mean I don't have money? Does that mean I don't have money? No. That means where do I have the money? Where do I have the money? Then koe giyat lamai, we are using our debit cards or credit cards, right? It's in the bank, right? I don't carry now, even I am a person, I don't carry money at all. Right? I don't carry money at all. I'm using my cards. Right? මම පික්මි එකේ ගියත් Uber එකේ ගියත් කාඩ් එක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. පෙට්‍රල් ගැහුවත් කාඩ් එකේ පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. කෑම කෑවොත් කාඩ් එක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. There are certain situations I would go and withdraw money, but 90% of the time, Lamai, I'm using the card. Right? So basically, now we have evolved into electronic money, where this is called the electronic form of cash that are used through networks and other online systems are classified as e-money. Basically, money which are used, okay, this is known as the, you can just remember this as the, okay, money in the form of a virtual presence. Your money has a virtual presence now. That is electronic money, right? Your debit credit cards, smart cards, prepaid cards, right? We're using an online system or a network to get money. That is e-money, right? Clear, Lamai? Is it clear, Lamai? Clear or not, Lamai? Clear the... Okay. Now we are going to talk about step number 3, right? The third evolution of business, where business took a very big leap, right? This is where the business world changed a lot. This is what you call the industrial revolution, right? The industrial revolution, which happened in the 18th and 19th centuries. Okay, this is something which happened in the 17th and 18th centuries, right? 17th and 18th centuries, right? This is where industrial revolution happened. Have you all learned about industrial revolution in history? You call it Karmika Viplavaya, if I'm not mistaken. Is that what you call in singular? Karmika Viplavaya, right? So Karmika Viplavaya was a very big change in the world of business. That is the third evolution of business. Hari, what happened here is, okay, during industrial revolution, people were using small handmade tools, right? They were farming, they were making goods with hands. Okay, now they started using machineries, right? Basically, this is something which started in the Britain, okay, started in the late 70s in Britain and later spread to other countries. People moved from using hand tools and simple machineries to using large machineries and factories. දැන් ඉස්සර අතින් තමයි මේ බඩු හැදුවේ. දැන් machineries පාවිච්චි කරලා බඩු හදනවා ළමයි. Right? Now they are using machineries to make goods and services. Right? Earlier අතින් බඩු හැදුවා. Now you're using machineries to make goods and services. Right? It changed the way goods were made. It changed the way how people worked, how they lived, right? Earlier, they were living in rural areas. Now what? They came into cities, right? Gaming Kolambatawa, right? So basically, one thing is like what happened was they were making hand tools to machineries, right? They are coming from, let's say, countries to, let's say, cities, right? These are the main changes. Changes. Now let's see changes in production, changes in commerce, and changes in society. What other changes happened because of industrial revolution? New machineries and technologies were used in the production process, right? Very important, guys. New machineries and technologies, right? New machineries and technologies. Very important, right? New machineries and technologies. Small scale production was developed to large scale production. Now they are producing shit in large. They're producing a lot of goods and services. Isara poddai goods and services hadwe. Then godak goods and services hadana lamai, right? Specialization and division of labor was used in production, right? We learned about specialization. Now let's talk about division of labor, right? Division of labor, right? Division of labor, right? Division of labor, right? Now let's say to produce this one t-shirt, right? They have to go through several steps, right? Step number 1, buy fabric. That is step number 1, right? Step number 2 is you need to cut the fabric, right? After you cut the fabric, Lamai, to make this t-shirt, what do you need to do? After you cut the fabric, what do you need to do? What do you need to do? Lamai, tell me, what do you need to do after you cut the fabric? After you cut the fabric, මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ? Yes, you need to stitch the fabric. After you stitch that fabric, what do you need to do? Right? You need to now button the fabric. Number 5, you need to iron the t-shirt. And number 6, you have to pack the t-shirt. Right? Now, Seelamai, it's going through 6 steps. Do you think in a company like Mars Holdings, you all have heard of Mars Holdings, right? You all have heard of Mars Holdings, right? You all have heard of Mars Holdings. Have you all heard Mars, Brandix, or COVID kale Brandix poker tibbe, right? So Mars Holdings, do you think all these 6 steps are done by 6 different people or the same person? Do you think all of these are done by one person or 6 different people in a company? 6 දෙනෙක් කරනවද එක්කෙනෙක් කරනවද? මොකද්ද? Exactly. Clear. Exactly. Very good. It's done by 6 people, right? So Mr. A will do buying the fabric. Mr. B will cut the fabric. Mr. C will stitch the fabric. Mr. D will button the fabric. Mr. E will iron the fabric. And Mr. F will pack the fabric, right? Now, do you all see 6 people are involved in making this one t-shirt, right? 6 people are involved in making one t-shirt. Do you all understand this concept, Lamai? Do you all understand the concept? Right? Do you all understand this concept, guys? All of y'all cannot respond. All of y'all cannot respond. Do you all understand this concept or not? Do you all understand this concept or not? You didn't understand it. Rakika, you didn't understand it? තේරුණාද නැද්ද Rakika? Do you want me to explain again? Rakika, tell me yes if you want to explain again. Tell me yes if you want to explain again. Rakika. Can you respond, Rakika? So based on that only, I can explain again. Okay. So Rakika, to make this t-shirt, right? Now let's say let's say in Mass Holdings, okay, they are a garment factory where they produce clothes, right? What happens is Lamai, right? One person will be there. Step number 1. Step number 1 is where you go and buy the fabric, right? That is step number 1, right? Or dial එකක් යනවා ඉස්සෙල්ලා fabric එක ගන්න. Step number 2, whenever the fabric is bought, you cut the fabric, right? You cut the material, right? The material. Step number 3, you stitch that material. You stitch that material. Step number 4 is where you put the buttons for that t-shirt, right? Step number 5, one bugger will iron that t-shirt. Step number 6 is where you pack it, right? Now there are 6 steps. There are 6 steps. When you take a company, Lamai, one person won't do all these 6 steps, right? One person will do only one step, right? There'll be Mr. A who is going and buying the fabric. Mr. B will cut the fabric. Mr. C will stitch the fabric. Mr. D will button the fabric. Mr. E will iron the t-shirt. Mr. F will pack the t-shirt, right? If all these 6 people do their job properly only, Lamai, this t-shirt will come properly, right? All of these 6 people have to work together as a group. Remember, right? There is a group effort now. Group effort. If they work as a group, then only end product will be right. So in order to get a right end product, Lamai, you need to, right? All these 6 people need to work together. Is that clear or not? Tell me, is that clear or not, Rakika? Is it clear? Did you understand it very well? You all have to have your attention in me, guys. Don't be in your phones. Don't be scrolling TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp. be give your fullest attention, right? Rakika, clear or not? Tell me. Okay. Now, this is what do you call division of labor, where this is the main task. The main task is this making the t-shirt, right? Main task is making the t-shirt, right? It has been divided into 6 sub tasks, right? Division of labor is where one main task has been divided into many smaller tasks or jobs, and where one person will be doing one task, right? See your tute, Lamai. In here, Lamai, it says division of labor is splitting a bigger task into smaller jobs and giving each job to a different person, right? So the main task is making this t-shirt, right? This is the main task, right? Making the t-shirt. Copy this down, Lamai. Making the t-shirt. It's divided into number one, right? Buy fabric. Number two, cut fabric. Number three, stitch fabric. Number four, button fabric. Button the t-shirt now. You made the t-shirt, button the t-shirt. Number five, right? Iron the t-shirt, iron. And number six, pack. 6 different people will be doing this one big task. And remember, hence each worker will have to focus only on a specific task. Focus only on a single task. And entire work will have to be completed as a group effort, right? The whole work will have to be completed as a group effort, right? Okay, helps people become faster and better at their work. Now when you keep on buying fabrics, will you get better at buying fabrics or will you get shitty at buying fabrics? Tell me, Lamai. Are you going to get good at it or are you going to get bad at it? Right? When you keep on doing something, are you going to get good or bad? Good or bad, Lamai? Quick, 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 quick. Right? ටක් ගාලා කියන්න මට ළමයි. ටක් ගාලා මට කියන්න. හොඳ වෙනවද ඒකෙන් නරක වෙනවද ළමයි? Obviously you're going to get good at it. Right? Then when you get good at it, you're going to get faster. Right? Then you're going to get better. Then you're going to have a greater output. Okay? For an example, in a government factory, one person cuts the fabric while another person sews the fabric. Right? Advantages and disadvantages of division of labor. Right? Increases efficiency as it generates individual specialization. Now, this bugger who is cutting the fabric, when he keeps on cutting fabrics, he is going to be the best at cutting fabrics. So he's going to specialize it. Better utilization of resources could be obtained by reducing the wastage, right? Wastages will be reduced because of what? Due to specialization. Due to specialization, these buggers are doing it better, wastage is reducing, right? Wastage is reducing, right? Okay. Next one, increase productivity. That means you're going to have a efficiency. Same thing as efficiency we learned, right? And you have improved quality. The more and more you do it, you're going to get better at it and the quality is going to increase, right? That is there. Okay. So now guys, disadvantages, right? Disadvantages. Okay. Absenteeism of one worker could impact the whole production process. Now, let's say in one day, all of these are happening, and the bugger who is cutting the fabric didn't come to work. The bugger who is cutting the fabric didn't come to work. Right? Right? The bugger who is cutting the fabric didn't come to work. What do you think will happen? Can you make the t-shirt or not? Right? Can you make the t-shirt or not? If the fellow who is cutting the fabric didn't come to work, can you make the t-shirt or not? Definitely no. You can't make that t-shirt, right? Let's say the bugger who is buttoning that t-shirt didn't come to work. Can you make the t-shirt or not? You can't make the t-shirt. One person is missing, the whole production process will stop, right? Workers may suffer from boredom. Or හැමදාම කපනවා then ඔයාගේ වැඩේම okay materials කපන එක fabric එක කපන එක. Will you get bored at it or not, ළමයි? Tell me. Are you going to get bored at it or are you going to be like හැමදාම okay full of energy I'm going to do it? ඒ වගේ ඉන්නවද? Bored at it after a point. ඒක කම්මැලි වෙනවද ළමයි? ඒක කරලා දැන් හැමදාම වැඩේ දැන් මහන එක. හැමදාම වැඩේ මහන එක. දැන් මහලා are you going to get bored at it or are you going to get motivated to do more? Of course you are going to get bored at it. Right? So that is there. Next one, lack of career development. Let's say there's a bugger who only knows to button clothes. Right? When you are only known to button clothes, can you do something else? Right? Right? Can you do something else when you only know to button clothes? You can't, exactly. For example, that is what you call, you won't be able to get promoted. Is there something called a senior buttoner, junior buttoner, assistant buttoner? ඒ වගේ නෑනේ. Cloth buttoning fellow. Right? Example, dude who is buttoning the cloth won't get promoted as he has no other skills. No other skills. Only මූ දන්නේ button කරන්න විතරයි. You can't give him a promotion. Right? That is another advantage. Employees' maximum potential may not be recognized. Let's say the bugger who is buttoning the clothes is good at it. But he is better. Let's say he may feel that he is better at what? Let's say packing the clothes. But they give him to only button the clothes. So you can't get the best out of the employee. Cannot get the best out of the employee. Is it clear, Lamai? Is it clear, Lamai? The advantages and disadvantages. Is it clear or not? Is it clear or not, Lamai? Is it clear or not? Division of labor. Guys can all respond. Can you all respond? All of y'all tell me. All of y'all. Anyone who did not understand anything. Anything y'all did not understand. Okay. Now, Lamai, okay, we are going to see this coming back to industrial revolution. Division of labor and specialization was used. One person, a big task was divided into smaller tasks and specialization was used in production. Products were manufactured in higher quantity, right? Higher quality, okay, higher quantity. You're making higher number of units, higher number of units. So earlier you made only, let's say 100 t-shirts. Now you're making 1,000, 10,000 t-shirts. That's where mass production was initiated. Mass production was initiated because of industrial revolution, right? Okay, so these are the changes in production, right? Then changes in commerce. What happened? There was a use of money, right? That was the first thing. We'll learn what is commerce. We used money, right? Number two, expansion and development of banking and insurance services. So banking and insurance was introduced in the 17th century in the Britain because of industrial revolution, right? Growth in local and foreign trade, right? We will learning about trade. There was a growth in local and foreign trade also. Trade happened. That means basically, okay, buying and selling of goods. That is known as, right, trade, right? That happened. Growth in transportation network, growth in communication. All of these happened during industrial revolution, Lamai, right? So remember these points. Then what is the change that happened to the society? Urbanization, right? What do you mean by urbanization, Lamai? Anyone has any idea of what is urbanization? Now, let's say you're a person who is living in Kandy. Anyone who is coming, let's say anyone living out of Colombo. Anyone who is living out of Colombo. Tell me anyone who is living out of Colombo. Just tell me where are you living? Tell me, where are you living if you're living out of Colombo? If you are living out of Colombo, tell me, where are you living? Lamai, can you all respond? Nigambu, right? Now, let's say there is someone coming from Kandy to Colombo to live, right? You call Kandy a rural area. You call it a rural area. Now he's coming to the urban area to live, right? ගමේ ඉඳන් කොළඹෙන එක තමයි urbanization කියන්නේ. ගමේ ඉඳන් කොළඹෙන එක තමයි urbanization කියන්නේ. You're coming from that අර ගමේ ඉඳන් කොළඹෙනවා, right? You're coming from, let's say, the rural area to the town. That is urbanization, right? Urbanization happened in UK, in the Englands, right? People from all these ඇතුලේ ඇතුලේ ගමේ ඉඳන් ඔක්කොම ආව නගරයට, right? That is urbanization. There was an increase in job opportunities, increase in jobs, right? That was another advantage, a very important advantage, right? Creation of a social class. That is where, okay, there was a social class called the rich and the poor. A social class was built, okay? High class, middle class, and low class. එතන තමයි ළමයි මේ high, low class, middle class ආවේ, right? Development of new cities happen and environmental pollution increased massively. Why? Because of, okay, it was because of, okay, large number of production. Because of large number of production, Lamai, what happened was, okay, there was a higher number of industrial environmental pollution, right? Is it clear, Lamai? Is it clear? Right? Is it clear? Is it clear, Lamai? Is it clear? Right? Is the changes clear? If you all want copy anything here, just copy it down, guys, quickly. Copy it down quickly, Lamai, if you all have anything to copy. Copy anything down if you all have anything to copy, Lamai. Guys, Tagala, I'm waiting. Okay. Now, the next step is, right? The next step is what you call something called the information era, right? You call it the information era. You can call this the technological era. This is where we currently stand. Okay. Current position. Okay. Basically, usage of technology by businesses. That is the era we are in, right? It's an outdated syllabus, Lamai, right? All our A-level subjects are outdated. They have not updated it recently. So still we are in the era now. We are not talking about AI or anything, right? We are using technology in businesses. That is what you call information era. So remember, these four steps only are known as, Lamai, the evolution of business process. The evolution of business process, right? These four steps, right? First of all, let me summarize it again, Lamai. People fulfill their own needs and wants by producing their own goods and services. What do you call that, guys? Where you are producing your own goods and services and fulfilling your own needs and wants. What do you call that, Lamai? What do you call that? What do you call that? What do you call it? Guys, tell me, come on, guys. You all have to respond. Lamai. Self-sufficient economy, right? Self-sufficient economy. Uh, okay, self-sufficient economy. Rifna, I will tell it again, right? After that, okay, people were doing the same thing again and again and again and again. They got better at something. You call it specialization. Because of self-sufficient economy and specialization, when people specialized in something, they made excess goods. There was excess production, which led to barter system. Which led to barter system. Now barter system came. Barter system where one good was exchanged for another good. But barter system failed. Why did it fail? What I wanted was not wanted by you. Lack of double coincidence of wants, right? You could not value a product, right? You can't say, okay, how many t-shirts should I give for one trouser? You can't value it. You couldn't store goods, right? Then you could not divide the goods. Those were problems. And because of these problems in barter system, money was born, right? We spoke about different types of money. Money can be considered as anything which will can be used as a medium of exchange, right? We spoke about different types of money, commodity money, where commodities, things were used as money, right? Let's say as a form of exchange. Rice, salt, sugar, these were used as a form of exchange. After commodity money, Lamai, we used metallic money, where pure metal was used as a form of exchange. Number three, we used was perfect money, where exactly coins were used, where metals were converted into coins. Then after that, we used currency notes. Then we spoke about e-money, electronic money, right? All of these were there. Then after that, we spoke about the third step of business evolution, which is industrial revolution, which happened in the 17th and 18th century, where there were big changes in the society, businesses, and production. All of these happen. And the last era is known as the information era, Lamai. This is also known as the technological era. This is where we currently stand. Okay, where businesses currently stand. Okay, there's another era, the artificial intelligence era, right? But today we are in the information era where we are using technologies to run the business. Now, for me, this class is a business. I'm providing you all a good and a service. I'm providing you a service which is fulfilling your need of education and want of business studies, right? I am providing this good, this service using what? A using a using technology, right? Using technology, I'm providing this service, right? That is what you call an information era. Guys, is the business evolution clear, Lamai? Is the business evolution clear? Is the business evolution clear, Lamai? All of y'all can all tell me? All of y'all? Okay. Right. Now, uh, let's get into the quiz, right? Let's get into the quiz, right? Let's get into the quiz, right? So I have a quiz today of 6 questions, right? All of y'all get ready. Open your Kahoots. I will give you the quiz, right? Today, right? Just give me 1 second, Lamai. Now, let's get into the quiz, Lamai, right? So for the quiz, Lamai, listen to me very carefully. If you all have joined through a laptop, join the quiz using the phone because the questions will be displayed in the screen. The questions will be displayed in the screen while, okay, you have to choose the answers using the phone. Yeah, I will send the link also. Questions will be displayed in the screen while the answers will be sent in the phone. Right here, choose the answers in the phone, right? So let me screen share. Let me screen share. Right, can all see my screen? Can all see my screen? Can all see my screen? All of y'all, can all see my screen? Okay, now let me start the quiz. Right, it's loading a game pin. I will send the link also, wait. Right, so this is your game pin. I'll send the link in the chat box and the group. Right, I will send it in the group also. Right, this is your link. Please, right, So join it. All of y'all join. All of y'all join. Okay, 8004184. Okay, Rushda has joined. Others, where are y'all? Where are y'all? Can y'all join, please, quickly? All of y'all. Rukeya, Rifna, Mariam, Dinali, Emmanuel, Ashwa. Okay, I'm giving y'all a reload prize today also. Right? So please join. Buela. Who is Buela? Emmanuel, are you? That's you? There's one more to join, right? Who is that? Rukeya, have you joined? Rukeya? Rukeya, have you joined? Hello? Lamai, Rukeya, can you hear me? Can you use the chat box and tell me whether are you in the quiz? Are you in the class or not? Connection issue. Okay, I'll just give you 1 minute to join, right? 1 minute to join, right? Quickly join, right? Using your phone or something. Okay, perfect. Let's start, right? Let's start, right? So see the questions in the screen and answer. 3, 2, 1. Physical and mental states that are essential to be fulfilled by humans are called. What do you call it? Physical and mental states that should be fulfilled by a human is called. All of you all have to answer. That's happening, Lamai. Okay, perfect. 5 has got it correct and few has got it wrong, right? So I told you all in day 1, all the physical and mental essentials for a human, we call it needs, not wants. Wants are the ways of fulfilling needs. Goods and services are something else, right? So it's not services, it's not wants, it's not goods. Is the question clear, Lamai? Did you all understand this question? Did you all understand it? All of y'all tell me, did you all understand it? Lamai, tell me. Perfect. Next question. Okay, let's see. Okay, Mariam is in the top. Uh, Rushta is second, Rifna is third. Right? Question number 2. Which of the following is not a business objective? Right? Which of the following is not a business objective? Okay. So business objectives, I told you goals, business goals. We learned about 8 business goals. You call it business aims, and the exam, they will call it as business objectives also. Survival in the market is a business objective, right? Profit maximization is a business objective. Increase in market share is a business objective, right? Increase in employee salaries. You don't have any business goal or an objective called increase in employee salary. Now, can you tell me who choose this profit maximization? මොනවද ගංජා කාලා දෙන්නේ ළමයි? Right? Profit is something a business needs, right? That is a main objective. That is a big goal, lamai. Right? Okay. Did you all get this question? Did you all get this question? Did you all get it? Lamai, please tell me. Did you all get it? Do you all want me to explain it again if you all want? Lamai. Okay, perfect. Next question. Okay, let's use the top. Okay, Mariam is leading, Rushta is second, Ashfa is third. Rifna and all good, right? Which is not a part of business evolution. What is not a part of business evolution? Very simple. I thought it just now, Lamai. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. I thought it just now. Why the hell did you get it wrong, Lamai? Three of you all have got it wrong. Why? Barter system is the first step of business evolution. Because barter system failed, there was what? Money. After money came industrial revolution. After industrial revolution came information era. I never told you all, Lamai, specialization is an evolution of business. Specialization and self-sufficient economy is not a part of evolution of business. Because of specialization and because of self-sufficient economy, only barter system was born. That is the first step of evolution of business. Clear the Lamai? Clear the? Is it clear? Is it clear, Lamai? Did you all get it? Did you all get it? Did you all get it? Perfect. Perfect. Next question. Right? Okay, Mariam is leading. Man, bro, Mariam, wow. Mariam has the highest streak. Next question, Mariam Rushda Ashwa. Right? Next question. Which of the following is an advantage of specialization? What is an advantage of specialization? Very easy, very easy. Okay, very easy. May result in boredom, disadvantage. Specialization, when you do something again and again, it will result in boredom. Lack of flexibility. You can't move to a new skill, right? And interdependence. You are only depending in that skill. If you lose that skill, you're done. Cost reduction is the advantage. When you do something again and again, you're getting better at it, your skill will be better, right? Okay. Did you all understand that question, Lamai? Did you understand that question? Did you understand the question, Lamai? All of y'all tell me, please. Did you get it? All of y'all? Okay, perfect. Next one. Okay, Mariam is still leading, right? Next question. Question number 5. Which of the following is not a reason for the failure of barter system? Reason for the failure of barter system. Not, remember, not a reason for the failure. Done. All of y'all got it correct. Lack of double coincidence of wants is a reason for the failure. You, what I want is not wanted by you. Difficulties in valuing a product. You can't value products easily. That is another problem. Difficulties in storing a product is another problem. The ability to match two parties wants. If you can match what two parties wants, barter system will happen. Then will it fail? Tell me, Lamai, is it going to fail, Lamai, if two parties what they want matches? Is it going to fail or not? Going to fail or not? Tell me. Let's say you want carrots, I want rice. I am giving you carrots and I'm getting rice. Then is there a failure of barter system? Definitely no. Is the question clear, Amai? Is the question clear? Is the question clear? Is the question clear? Perfect. Next question, the last question. One interesting question next. Right? Oh, Rushta came to the top. Wow. What happened, Mariam? What happened? You have streaks, but I think Rushta answered it faster. So she has been there. The more faster you answer, the more better it is. Last question, Lamai. Right? Last question. Who is the best business studies lecturer for A levels English medium? So I can choose an answer. I know it's confusing. I know it's confusing. I just had one last question. Are you all finding for an answer where, okay, wow, wow. The 6'3" dude, it's me. The answer was the cute boy. No one chose that. Oh, man, dude. I mean, why didn't anyone choose that, bro? Come on, dude. Come on, man. What the hell? No one got the answer right. Why? Why? Right? Just a normal question. Right? Okay. I mean, okay, that's okay. Right? Let's see who wins. right? Okay, the podium. Dun, dun, dun. We'll see. Ashfa is third. Well done. Mariam is second. Well done. Oh, first goes to Rushda. Wow. Great. 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 Perfect. Perfect. Right? Just give me 1 second. Right? Perfect. Like, I mean, Mariam and Rushda had a very close call, Lamai. Mariam and Rushda had a very close call. And what happened was, okay, let me stop this sound. Okay, exit. Right? Mariam and Rushda had a very close call. Well done, Mariam. Well done, Rushda. Both of y'all have done very well. Rushda wins for this week. Next week, Mariam, be a bit more faster. Right? So I have a bit more to tell you all, Lamai. Right? So, Mariam, well done. Rushda just dropped me a message. Right? I will just give you a reload. I will give you a reload. Right? And today is the last class, last trial class, Lamai. Right? Today is the last class, trial class. Right? So I have done 4 trial classes for y'all. Now tell me your honest opinion, guys. Did y'all learn something new? Did y'all enjoy the class? Was it good? Is there something you have to improve from? I have to improve from my side. Is there anything my tunes have to improve? Give me a honest opinion. Lamai, give me. I'm waiting. All of y'all, please give me an honest opinion. Right? What do y'all think about this class? What do y'all think? Enjoyed and understood, right? Enjoyed and understood. Others, what do y'all think? Understood very well. All perfect. Great. Yeah. Okay, great. Interesting. Great. Okay. Lamai, from next month onwards, it won't be a free trial class, right? Now, y'all have gone through 4 classes with me, right? So 4 classes are very well enough for y'all to decide whether am I going to be with y'all for the next 2.5 years or not, right? Y'all can decide whether you are going to be with me for the next 2.5 years or not, right? So Lamai, right? If y'all make the decision that y'all are going to be with Akhil Sufi Smile, right? Until the last moment, I will be with y'all. If y'all do what I say, I will guarantee y'all a bloody A, right? I will guarantee y'all an A, right? I will definitely guarantee you an A. We have a lot of interesting things coming up, right? I will be giving y'all mock exams, mind maps, and a lot of things coming up, Lamai. But do what I say, Lamai, right? I'm not expecting a lot from y'all now. Just invest 5 to 10 minutes per week and do it, right? So I will be charging a fee of 2,700 rupees per month, right? Per month, right? 2,700 rupees per month, right? Now, what are you all going to get for this 2,700 rupees? First one, y'all are going to get live classes for 1 month, right? Y'all are going to get live classes for 1 month. Number two, y'all are going to get unlimited recording access until A levels. Y'all are going to get unlimited recording access until A levels, right? Y'all are going to get a printed unit tute delivered home, right? Y'all are going to get a printed unit tute delivered home. Number four, Lamai, right? Y'all are going to have mock exams unit wise, mock exams unit wise. Number five, quizzes like this, quizzes. Number six, Lamai, I'm going to give you all, okay, unit wise, short note mind map, right? Mind map, short note, I'm going to give you all unit wise, right? That is going to be there. Then number seven, Lamai, right? As I have a very small class and not a big class, okay, I can easily give you all easy individual attention, right? And I am available in WhatsApp where you all can clear your doubts anytime, right? So individual attention. So these are what I'm going to give you all. Anything else you all are expecting from me, Lamai? Anything else you're expecting from me, Lamai? Anything else? Anything else you're going to expect from me, Lamai? If there is, tell me yes. If there is, no. If there is nothing, tell me no, Lamai. Please respond, Lamai. It's going to make my life easy. Okay. Right? So for the month of June, your payment is going to be 2,700 rupees per month. Courier charge is 400. You all have to be at Lamai because if I start charging for the courier also, I'm going to run in loss. Right? So for 2,700 per month, right? And what is going to happen is I will send you all my bank account details. Either you all can do a bank transfer, okay, bank transfer, or you can deposit it. I will give you all the instructions in the free trial group, Lamai. You all can do it, right? Any questions, Lamai? Any questions, Lamai, before I go in? And this will be the same tute for the month of June because for June, I am going to complete your unit one, right? Because it will take one more month. Unit one is very big. It will take one more month to complete, right? So this will be your same tute for the month of June, right? Lamai, any questions, right? Then thank you, Lamai, for coming. God bless you all. Have a great day and a very good night for y'all. I will see you all next week. God bless you all. Okay. If you all have any questions, you all can ask me. I'll be here for 2 minutes, right? So thank you very much, all of y'all. See you.